Ghana and ye de airbrow live on Wontumi television so. Midi at the Kwaku Kyeremanteng Nkansah KK Edie na mekai wo se dwumadie wo hwe e traditional television so a ene abefuntentan yes social media wobetumi ajoin yen e wo YouTube e ye Wontumi TV live e wo YouTube Wontumi TV live e wo YouTube wobeko Facebook e ye Wontumi 101.3 FM e wo Facebook. And once again on our social media platforms, Wontumi TV live on YouTube and Wontumi 101.3 FM on Facebook. Meda Production Team ni so ase ene ewie Meda Pepra Wilson ase na mada eye Nana Kwame so ase Nana Kwame ewo MCR ono na obua echinchim infidie no ewo ho Kofin to so and every Medanas Papa. A very good afternoon to you. Nana AJ Francis AJ baby will be answering a very good afternoon to you this beautiful afternoon. Way a midweek edition of a Yejumadia ya today in Top Ghana Sunday Makachra Wono. Na and then sono and some ewo ho. He said you would say party a friend NPP. Political party are your friend NPP no. Yes, I read party no. Ya share asiye nkakran ever since January you choose your flag bearer. That is a party no. Enyabre papa into almost every month be since January. BBAC about to be air koso into ya tunon kakran and a baby ya babidri come Saturday ya ediya dimiyano na constituency elections no koso. Eti almost everyone obine ne brofo or say every Tom, Dick and Harry. I understand that when I was away, you were sleeping with every Tom, Dick and Harry. I say, oh no, I only slept with Harry. No, him say, oh, they can't. But every Tom, Dick and Harry, I just say, why you not say, you better no swabano. Make us say, no, omo ewo campaign trail no eso. Omo meet delegates no just say ubia niabre ene Wednesday or Thursday Friday na just say memne da dodo na ebekwa koto no memne da save 1 or 2 constituencies be but no bibia shada and also it comes Saturday over 200 constituencies more than 200 constituencies no do na Kwaku tuaba nti a free 4-year consunia na campaign no ejirem yakoba ya di emu ensem ebebro nti misra oba fidie no enda haseya enche Exodus group of companies ya di omu ebedi nkomo Exodus group of companies taking their turn on a Wednesday afternoon na enche eyenda na ya ebetnase and as Nkansah watnase kradada into Exodus group of companies producers of Exodus Moringa, Exodus Dandelion capsules and Exodus breakfast for you yane nana ya eba bidi nkomo na oswebi no first timer we tune in to Wontumi TV so na yedu erurem health we keep saying is wealth it be so be fidiero and na hasia na yakoba what's cooking what's happening and some no there and some p minority are a wobra shebedwafie ene omo aye press conference omo the ensembi atuja with himself for over a week near insu a ayira fan kofo ho common yedie insu ayiri afan kofo na maka ever since insu ayiri fan kofo sa by way no only clear cut solution be to any problem on your problem solver na ne de no eye as a firefighting or firefighter approach and no or the solve the problems and crani be catch us a try ma kwe or try bi ahwe ye fine and ye not just what try another one enti aban run a mountain in opposition or by the young say oh or you empty now just only plan bia and so no or kasa because a election year a so can be na nkofo kotoaba edemano or by ye day method non try more or say stand double committee omo embobodiana omo hwese flats no ebe free o afa no anya adwuma nsu ayirafa nkofo over 90,000 individuals displaced after say asrafo no emblem na asrafo no emmambeboa na chese nsu yiri na ekoso won kran no emfiri ho Friday Saturday or see a baby clean up exercise. I buy no see a baby clean up exercise. I know ye baby tigata do gata ikrano. My catchers are bobo ya from the ball and eko gu baby no. And no crowd omunya baby in fa ball and in Gwena Matiso. Obisi a bobo ya for the crowd and stop warm because obo no share. But something you know just firefighter is a firefighter approach whatever. And no President Mahama Yusu. But on top of this, Obibe Kachino and a minority press conference, the 350 million cedis, President Mahama, Yenyi, Niemfa Mua Omua, Insio Eyira Faun, Sir President Mahama, Procro de John, Sikano Krano contingency fund, no, Obi Edenensa, Washes Edenensa Atuso, Arches who Shebukra Abai, and to make accounts to Enko Isika, and so President Mahama. I say yenko yisika wom ni emfambe so ano eno na the minority high press conference yakoba ni omo kan nyina no yebema wonso aso atibi sample ade no account no muntumi nkum na President Mahama ama order so omo nkom no omo yisika no omo ekoyi ne sei na nya ho nso no omo be yisika no efre a omo akobrahye begefia na ye tua mu nyina no mafidie no enda ye de ho ensem ebebro na ya ebemu na no enwa yeti hu kidao say omwa ekwakope employment into fire service Ghana immigration ene ne keka account prison service na nipa 100,000 ena mbebunu omusi omo kwakope adwuma ye no enwa eka kidao say emu 1,300 you say omo attested positive for HIV 1,300 attested positive for HIV. Na wo hwe ade no so eye mabuno na enra ye bobo so ewa ha ene Ghana AIDS Commission enso ani abrepa say empo sa dipa 1,300 no say omo tested positive for HIV nti ena aban no ese omom adwuma enya na sa na aban no eka so omo qualify so omo be adwuma Nemum omo tested positive for HIV. No munya ejuma nya de ade omo camera. Ewie make say ya hyehyehye omo aye press conference. Sa ban no nsabdo ka no de ntasumu. E no mo so ne no camera. Omo kotu omo section 32 bi at 93 is it 6 at 938 2016 there said there be omo mremu no would to mean discriminate just because obi tested positive for HIV. Omo opposed to oh let me take it well omo quote Ghana Constitution Article 17 of your 1992 Constitution dai ni ya chiro no ho yakoba yadu ebedi ehu enkomo omo say what tested positive for HIV actually say udumi enye adwuma no omo de omo mra do bia ye Ghana ni obia betumi aye adwuma because omo say what tested positive for HIV e be take you by 10 years and sana AIDS no crowd when you be etu omo hu adia why not omo mfra na batodofo ye beka ni say ya batodofo tofi de ede batofi we de ubedia ade na aye hu na wo de rapper no achichire ho na wadi wade kama na wudi ni da chidi a 6 feet adakatia yami empengu ade no aye hu papa dada ya ewa ha dada beba akwa ba oh nyami adom menso me hu aye pa
samna wo kana yeso yeso
nana ya
pa sem ni mu dodo
nana ya ade na hu na ya
ayehu
na wo hwe category no so amebunu no
ai say pre asemi wo ho yenka mu nokre ye pre
yesusu average rock stone ball 8 wonyom na yegina fi hwan and then asade na firi ho bia mfa ho batade na namu
baby a na obi ahurasi enti no pese won kwane wama wa na wabɔ ho ban se ne akekeke na wontimi nye saade a
so bɔ ho ban nye de
omo ka sa na emanu na eka ho emanu so bɔ ho ban
ka sa de no ya na ehye ho nye de na obedi ni da chi
eni ebi akowu keke enanso so akwanya wo dia ma Exodus group of companies na me fa free na mafa so dia ache ahwefo nyina na sane awo adwuma a wo ye ne yenyame adwuma san sentence se obi kura betu fu se me kai wo wunimo na nso so wo kai wo se enini da achi bon ho ban enu nti Exodus group of companies yen so ye kan bi a kire wo se enwuntem na wiase no ede wadawroma ena ade ba ko ya me ya pa me dofo ne se wo hwa me ana wutie mi sa abre na wotinkwam na nso wo yare ade ya me ya ema osisi no yade no yade bi a nke yedi se bi a me yare ebi a asma yade ne yedi na de ma ne ya pa ya yaw na wu nipa na yade kro ne dawo so no yaw na wu komu no eno ne kamenko na nke watie masemi na nka wabon ho ban wapenu payo na yi yaw na firi wo because yade nyina fapem yaw enti me pa cha ma memwa wo na wo high blood pressure wo low blood pressure wakoa enko nipa dodo na afra question omota bisamnie obi bisame se me pa cha Exodus moringa capsules Exodus dandelion capsules no me pa cha me no pressure dru metimi anom yentimi nkokot enti no mo pressure dru na mom so no we he faka ho anopa wi anwumre wonum nyina na wo check BP wo monitor BP no num ni 2 weeks a monitor ansa na wo befa no the kind monitor wo BP no na ye ho documentation to as that moment no se na na titie se na wo sora na wo fam wo de to ho no ma na wa banu maduro yi konko bia wo mu 180 doctor nhwehwe mu ne bota ye nyina ne se nkemfa wo ntwa bosome na nso se be ya pressure ne nkofo bebre enu nti 2 weeks no wa check na afi wa comparison no obi ntu fo se de awo nom no yenima de koro aduro na awo nom miminima de koro enti se be boa na afi wo BP na timi akono hwehwe Exodus moringa capsules na dandelion capsules wonnom ni 2 weeks wi a afi obi ntu fo se wo to aso ana wo ye de yin eno no wonipadua na na ubedi nkomo enti me pa chawo se asichire yade tetewo stroke tetewo enu ya mi bodi nhedin ni nso Exodus moringa capsules Exodus dandelion capsules wo pa disua na onimade kakra wo be hunu se moringa ne dandelion sa combination we no emantini mu da ho ma mogya mu edi afurusane enipadua de bia me ka kire se so mogya timi edi afurusane ya wo yade ana wa bebresa wonam wo so vumi 80% esanse mogya timi edi afurusane eyie ewo entini mu enti yade na wo yade no on se me boso nyina ye mogya ani ntini mu asem ne akoma mu asem etali unya branch wa kenkan keke mame ne bisa akwasi broni se nkoma ababa wa ani mi di eye nokre fritete wona wonsi mu ntem enu ye kura mi sane amecha oya ne sa obi an ka se mu ye di ni hwamoda Exodus moringa capsules Exodus dandelion capsules adwuma eye no medofo eso na enso a enko obi ede ne yade ofre clinic ya de bia me ka kire clinic ya ba bai ofre se ne yade ne yemwa no ko clinic ne ba ya fedi okura poma wadane apache enti adwuma enu ye okura mi yi ebro ba bia wo kone so na ya me ya se ebeji usi ketwitwiri de adie na enso na yade na gensemu se won try bibia na what try bibia wo wiase na high blood pressure low blood pressure nkoye na stroke nkoye na diabetes nkoye wonsa no wona ya agene no se nkwa na se wo se what try wiase mu no nyina won try wo ya ko try mame na next week me nsa meto wasondwe mu ani wonkomo enwe your friend Exodus moringa capsules, Exodus dandelion capsules. Last week me catch you say cold acheme any 3 days eche me no anche ene ko edi entira immunity no ye adwuma enti vitamin kan koma mi di mfa ne fala obi se me prostate cancer what moringa niam etimi ye wakan bi obi se me prostate cancer enko Robert Damibemem Exodus moringa capsules dandelion capsules yi abusua me kana makan ni seni se wo mama kwanya ne se nka me nsori kura nyina table yi so na wa hu se asem a me kan ya asem no kura na duro hu adanse cha se ebo so a nka me ye ne sa ma ododo de di adanse na ha ye makwan me mu adanse ka obetewa so mu nsem diabetes no kura tu kura me say se won so Exodus moringa capsules dandelion capsules yi won so hwe ya nkase aduro eniho me yade ye ne mapem doctor simi nkofie nkowu se say dia na wie ye nie ene de ma wie o ma wie ma bra won so nuo yi hweye unwie wa brabo me pacho give yourself a chance to heal recover me pacho today bi am di nkomo bi se obi wo ho a wo se ne organs ni bi wanya problem bi o kidney problem liver problem no ne ade me pacho eba ne saa me ya na de me ya ne say no na wonum organs be na fe de ekoso ne so amani pedue ade ne ho me de ma dwenhwea no na ye me de say Exodus moringa capsules dandelion capsules se wiase afa na nyina doctor bianca say nuoyi akunipa edi awu ana se bia amwa obi me pacho wenya wo de na egu konkoma ye se fa treba ko sa treba ko fa gu nsuom wunumu ana wanom wo bepra doctor yen hwehwemu wonim dosage a wo hia bia daily tinye hia ne say numbers ya mede ma wo befre ye di nkomo ni aboa numbers no me ma wo numbers miensa try say wo frɛ we na wanya we ya obenya we wo frɛ we na wanya e ma ne nya number baako because course e ba ye so ya ne dɔɔso wo so nti na adwuma ya de aginam say ye beye nti ye yamwa ye ho saa kwan ne so doctor number ni 0544 447033 0544 447033 ana say 0548 03 3996 0548 03 3996 die chatwo 0548 17 6909 0548 17 6909 pebi na duro no eye pa me pa cha waduane ekura mi ene me de ne small boy na abekiro Exodus for you breakfast and me do for say neti o aduane me de me friend small but mighty san say aduane ekura mi eye aboa nipa bebre na me de me say companies ya wo Ghana dɔɔso paa ne abrochire nyina dɔɔso nanso company adwene wo ho paa so de ade papa badwa so Exodus group of companies the enti America say ni company ben wo de wiase wutie mi company ben ne wo wiase a obekwa akɔpɛ brown rice me no mienu nim ho asɛm ɛho ɔden papa enso no aduane ne bo anya din brown rice or the moringa or the dandelion or the ginger wakeka bom dia brew wasi aduane medi wakagina mu de biara da nipaduane wo be sori akombede wo no kana no pa ne de awie nwumre wutimi di nanso so yemu bebre ye de breakfast na nipa konti a odwene won ho de aduane baaye eye won mo suffer from kidney ne liver problems sabran maka kire wo say organs na yemre ede na ekoso ne so na aduru na kwaye enti mesra ma waduane nya waduru aduane ni say na tie twa ye kan se kokko ye kan se tombra wo kanum a eno ano no so case ni severe uni akwanya especially obi with diabetes especially obi nso odwonso ntam de bia me ka kire say me maame ni problem eno no aduane na solve ye aduane we na solve sa problem no e maame owo me enti me pacho wo diabetes wo pressure wo liver problem kidney problem ni nom ni ade aduane ka memfa hwentum na mom onni underlying condition wo nyare na wo hwa wo ye dia wo ka wutimi de milk kakra sugar kakra wutimi chi kosua nom ne ade eye breakfast ye ka ne se kuku wo yade a woni sa akwanya no akra wanya abosomi nsia ekọ no so otimi dibi fa sugar kakra nefa protein a ope fa ka ho nefa ma no na hwe magic aduane no eye your friend Exodus for you breakfast jinambe ine ne doctor ni nkomo na me sure baby a ubenya ni nyina bi 0544 44 7033 0544 44 7033 and I say 0548 03 3996 0548 03 3996 and I say 0548 176909 0548 176909 me pacho wo Kumasi a Atonsu High School Junction ya boy ensesen Ura High School Junction dwanimu a bisa baabi a ya obi ton paboa na so ye mpaboa no wo de odu hwa nka hwe ka se Exodus obi abekire o Bible mu Exodus Freddy Mens ewo KO Mr. Eba wo mrum Kolena kwa Ashtown Amseba wa Bripo Junction Pure Leaf we bua kwa ni police station ne di animhwe Green Leaf Waterfall formal Stop Amazing ewo Otafo Methodist ase ho Green Light was kwa Kronom Life for se wa herbal o mampon Skin herbal ewo adwoso ye Deco Paradise ase ho Innocent obabi ani Rock Pillar ewo KO Tenatet ewo Sofo Line Brekum Newborn Herbal Life Co ewo baby eto bandes pan no kononom kohonum na abenya bi Awurade Adom Herbal ye ne Festus Hotel ene di animhwe ewo Pokuase ene ama sama kwantempon ne so temana na boache Little George Ashaman Widama Pharmacy Ashaman Ekus Pharmacy Accra Okanshi Drug Lane ena Tenatete Herbal Shop bia weni betwa so mankasim Jeff Herbal Shop Takra de Nimde Pharmacy Christ is the answer ena fe Benya Pharmacy dia mbitwa troni Fred Doctor 0544 447033 0544 447033 and I say 0548 033996 0548 033996 0548 176909 0548 176909 medofo maremfi se Exodus group of companies Ghana ha yenko a ene ye a setna pa abagana keke nyaminsha medase
all right ya be enhira wonso nana ya be nso medase dasane ye besa ehia ye toa ye dwumadie no so na meka se talk Ghana so edie live on Wontumi TV so na ene dwumadie no makachino says he say no yame eya aduma da memne da na chese constituency level elections no and airbus within the camp of the NPP into yame eya aduma memne da chese dodo na kwakotuaba delegates ni wona yebeto omusuaba na NPP baby a yedru no baby a yedru pa no let me acknowledge or say good afternoon once again to Chairman Bernard Enchibuesiako, Chairman Wontumi, baby biara will be ado mi checha ene ewie yegusu eka wo se yame eya duma Chairman Bernard Enchibuesiako aka Chairman Wontumi for national chairman and Justin Frimpong Kodia Krata Eba Bonte says no dear September 19th and national executives no so yebeto almost so aba inti Krata aba out to that effect omo ekosin kunya national neck for National Executive Council and then Penifujina etnas no date no September 19th. So there was a statement to that effect enwa area eyumremuho. Enti I don't know so kakra yebedru ehodum na ene area towards the weekend no yebedi ehun enkomo. They say no the I read iti enche yebedi ehun enkomoma efidie no and ahase ya efidie no na hase ya na ansa na mekona na kwame nchen yi videos ni bi ede akira no medin nana ya ebem no na meka eye HIV AIDS ho ensem na enra ena Muntaka Mubarak ono eye interior minister enra okwo before the parliamentary assurance committee on nsempie na tudwa nsempie odi tudwa na enra yeti ho ekro but just in case one tibia enra aside nsempie bia Muntaka ekafa 8 no ho na obekire Ghana for ma yete say NDC mpanifuo bi ena Australia methamphetamine I kopie mu e Australia sa edro na mak eno ameka kire us anu eden kra che cocaine eye fa addictive kra che cocaine methamphetamine na ye kan sa do che sa no odin 10 times e di che cocaine ni dua pani pa eno no na ye di hihye bidie mu ekopie Australia enra eye Muntaka Mubarak e ma yete ase se NDC fo mpanifuo di bi ena ebuaye omo hwehwe mu omutumu se NDC fo mpanifuo di bi ena ebuaye na ama meth no media mentality a meth no methamphetamine akopie eye Australia na omo dwene ade no ho a omo enti ase sisei no kra na omo adwene no eye omo kesene because sisei amanfo ayo so smart say ambulance mu kra no sisei omo to be the cocaine esie ambulance mu omo di cocaine esie eye bullion van omo de no we ebedu eye barrier oh we there go na chese de man ko a enti ade no de omo gusu ye investigations top government officials bia chese otumu so wa hwa omo kan bi no omo ntube mfa nsem no ntuja sisi a ni nyina mfa ntuja sisi a but omo gusu a eye hwemu na do da Muntaka Mubarak be ka kire se deeper 100,000 embebu na kwa kopa adwuma ye emu 1,300 year omo tested positive for HIV/AIDS na enra nsabo di tudwa no den sabo kanyina ne se ekwan omo pese omo faso kra na omo ka kire omo unqualified omo ayantumi anje omo antumu na omo ambambe ye prison officers omo ayanje omo antumu na omo antumi enra immigration mu omo ayanje omo antumu na empono omo antumi enra eye security agency mu ebi attested positive for HIV na omo attested positive omo de no omo ya ne se numbers no omo de aguo enti wo frɛ number no so a na ebi a wanya bia no omo aka kire wo se ye truth ne aka kire wo se eni ekwan we na obefa so enti nyame enka ho but me ko be ka kire wo se eye Ghana AIDS Commission enso fight back said ebi Ghana ye mra no enye sa ne ka no se ebia wo ba beye inyimu eno no de enye adwuma because eno eye discriminatory said the protocol say mun ye beka no eno nti Ghana AIDS Commission and the press conference omo eye omo di kind statement eba eno omo aye press conference na ha no omo twe ya dwen edisi so se Ghana ye 1992 constitution under article 17(1) and 2 or say all persons shall be equal before the law. All persons, obiao, all persons shall be equal before the law. 17(2) or say a person shall not be discriminated against on grounds of gender, race, color, ethnic origin, religion, and created creed, I beg your pardon, or social or economic status. Ghana AIDS Commission, omu ekotu, said the Muntaka cannot be omu to mean discriminating. Na enona me kind, but kind one natural, or say all persons shall be equal before the law. 2, a person shall not be discriminated against on grounds of gender, race, color, ethnic origin, religion, creed, or social or economic status. Etienne omo the way and aka omo asem. And Ghana AIDS Commission so nienti obo kase aban entumi nyisa nkofo no enfrim. So omo qualifying kwa no omo tested positive for HIV. Omo si omo ntumi enyi omo enfrim because omo ankasa Ghana AIDS Commission. Omo 2016 Act section 32 of Ghana AIDS Commission Act 2016 Act 938 say it is unlawful to discriminate against any person based on their HIV status regarding employment. Employers cannot deny individuals the right to work, terminate employment, or refuse recruitment solely because they are living with HIV. Me repeat it now. Ghana AIDS Commission for Section 32 of the Ghana AIDS Commission Act 2016, Act 938. Say it is unlawful to discriminate against any person based on their HIV status regarding employment. Employers cannot deny individuals the right to work, terminate employment, or refuse recruitment solely because they are living with HIV. And no catch abai. Now, ansan me ko bedi me ya to adwene no. Me read your statement of the buyer and ne anope wiai so e de akire. The Ghana AIDS Commission, that's GAC into brackets, has clarified reports on HIV test results from the recent security services recruitment exercise, stressing that a reactive HIV test does not amount to a confirmed diagnosis. The Commission said the reported 1,300 reactive results out of about 100,000 applicants represent approximately 1.3%, which is consistent with Ghana's estimated adults HIV prevalence of 1.49% in 2024. Ghana AIDS Commission explained that under national HIV testing guidelines, an initial reactive result must undergo confirmatory testing using the approved 3-test algorithm before a person's HIV status is confirmed. The Commission urged that HIV testing must follow Article 17, proper procedures including informed consent, confidentiality, and counseling, and called for support rather than stigma for persons who test reactive. Now, no AIDS Commission, feel say, no, yati se dipa 1,300 omo tested positive no, obi ko immigration mu or ko prison service mu anase bia police anase honkroiba ni amfado nko ade a stigma e bata ho ni e bata ho ne so obi be fa say de agema wanya HIV bi nyankofo ebeka no say yamfa ne de ne ya no asumesi no jeba wanya HIV bi eno no mo mpati kra enti omo eguso ka kira aban say eno no de mo mfa eye nyigimu say de ndo adamu ntaka Mubarak nso eka no ewie omo aye press conference ede abata ho ebrepam de yebaje bre na anase yebaje bre na yewrewrem say wa wanya bi ayamfa wadwuma mu no the advice and say ebia obeko labor commission wo de ko labor commission wo hwe na aban no ne wandi the yes and yenra muntaka Mubarak ekikana the only way ni so obeko eye labor commission na wa hwe na woni omo aka eye ensem no qualify nkwani yes HIV and ye di AU free ma there be edo enyambra because HIV no mpelifo aba be kirem say wunya bi kra now test positive e be take you by 10 years and say bi kra wanya eye AIDS yare na Nkansah ebi enti eno ho ensem eno no and the minority so aye press conference na ansa meko minority press conference no so na kwame me pa cho we de muntaka video no on HIV dia no me pa cho
why I was rejected. I don't know why, and they keep chasing for you to do something about it. So were they actually told that because of this reason you are not going through, and then you better go and change your life or something? Thank you.
Well, we in fact, I remember it's here when we were discussing the argument. Let's send them the results. And then I remember, I mean, the recent recruitment, we had, I think, about 1,300 or so that were on HIV. And then they said, can you imagine sending somebody a resource, telling the person that you have HIV? I mean, that's not the procedure. The person has to go through some orientation. So one of the things that we did was simply to say that when you get disqualified, you are given a contact to reach out if you are interested in knowing the details. Then when you call, then they assist you to let you know. Because interestingly, some of the things that we realize are treatable. So people need to know and then also get treatment so that subsequent recruitment they could join. So you need to know it's of interest for every person that got disqualified to be interested in knowing what was the cause, so that at least you'll be able to, those that you can treat, I mean hepatitis B, if you have cardiac issues, maybe you've had some major surgery, drug, mental, and all that. A lot of it, some of them I believe you would help you be able to get out of it, especially those who had mental issues. People may not even know that they are having mental issues, but these are things that are easily treatable. So we encourage everybody to try and reach out. Don't just say because you've been discovered, you are no longer interested. Be interested, because it may be something minor, it may be something major, whichever it is. If you get to know, it will be of great interest to them. But the reason why we didn't send the results directly was that we don't want the shock. Even based on the WHO guideline, there are certain ailments, you just don't throw it on the person's face that, oh, you have hepatitis B, you have HIV, you have that. So that was why we didn't send the results directly.
I don't know why I was rejected. I don't know why, and they keep chasing for you to do something about it. So
is the elimination by rough tactics, but Yabaho, Omo Crabos, over 5,000, Buabo, Bakwa, Ebia Kwaku, Ace, Womes, and Yom Frim, 10, young club, but 8 commissions, so the Omo edge the time. Yabaho, na and there area in Subakacho was a minority no a year press conference. Ensure a yirifa, Yedianum, ya papadum, ya menum. Ne manum ewo enkran no aban eto da numutuo se wa order yenyi 350 million cedis in free contingency fund no na President Mahama na odim the minority aye ho press conference ya na se na onim and the minority in parliament Esen Kebeya, Attorney General, on resigning. Dr. Dominic Ayine, minority no sen Kebeya, on resigning. On fan jumanto. Na si say no dear. Baby or dear jumano, endamno, or dam rough road. ABB, President Mahama, Emma order. Said 350 million cedis, order. Finance Minister, only Sikado in free contingency fund. And they and a minority say contingency fund no adie kra no ganishe court ganishe and sensem ewo enti say Attorney General wabu na ni aguso na sika no mudi omonsa kwakoka Bank of Ghana ekoyi sika na asekire pa de say because court ensem aba ho your friend ganishe hu sensem bi aba ho na cheso obodi omunsa kwa akobom no omudi kobom sasai omudi kan sa ade no free contingency fund mu yesi na wopem omo a omso ayi ade no omukoyi wo ba bi fufuru abai sika fufuru mu e na omukwa akoyi sika no ade free na no na minority say na mokwa akoyi free ba bi fufuru a ade sa no so asebo babra hye bedwafie bepem de momba bra hye bedwafie ensuo yi fa ankofo etwam na wotwe momba bra hye bedwafie be ka hwe nkyere enti sika 350 million pa ye pese ye ehifa pa na saa sika no mo kwa akoyi ede afri eno ho enkomo ena minority no omudi ye edi acheso obo eye ho press conference na we di ahwefo ekire no me bobodin say betumi akwa ahoma no so na ye ne owura Jerry Ahmed atwetwe eho enkomo but daba asampa na minority no edit to dwa ene yenko na yenko ti omo nsem kakra ewo Portugal sebo mama part ena
consider third Article 88. The Attorney General is the principal legal advisor to the government and is responsible for the conduct of all civil proceedings against the state. His letter of 1st July 2026 is a written admission of failure on both fronts. As the officer responsible for civil proceedings against the state, he presided over litigation in which a constitutional fund of the Republic was attached, and there's no indication that the attachment was resisted or that any application was made to discharge it. As principal legal advisor, when the moment came to counsel lawfully, should he fail to do the honorable thing, we call on the President, who swore an oath to preserve, protect, and defend this Constitution, to relieve him of office without delay. The minority accordingly demands, first, the Attorney General and the Minister for Finance appear before Parliament without delay to lay before the House the Garnier order, the full record of the suit that produced the judgment debt, the letter of 1st July 2026, and every correspondence exchanged among the Attorney General, the Ministry of Finance, the Controller and Accountant General, and the Bank of Ghana concerning the attachment, the directives, and the withdrawal. Second, that the Governor of Bank of Ghana state publicly whether the bank declined to give effect to the Attorney General's directive, from which account the 350 million cedis was in fact released and on whose instruction. Third, the Auditor General immediately conduct a special audit of the flood response disbursement from source to destination and report to Parliament. Fourth, the Attorney General resign or be removed from office. The minority further serves notice. Should candid answers not be forthcoming, we shall pursue every parliamentary and legal avenue available to us, including motion for a full-scale parliamentary inquiry and recourse to the Supreme Court for the enforcement of the Constitution under Article 2 and 130. The Ministry of Finance subsequently announced that the 350 million cedis had been released, while the court process remained unresolved. The unavoidable question, therefore, is how did the money move? One conclusion is difficult to escape. If the contingency fund remained under attachment and could not lawfully be assessed, then the emergency disbursement could only have proceeded through another public account. In other words, when the approved source became unavailable, an alternative source appears to have been used. If that is what occurred, then Parliament was never asked to approve the alternative source, and the constitutional requirements governing withdrawals from public funds were bypassed. Yet the Ministry of Finance official statement announced without qualification that the money had been released from the contingency fund. If the funds were in fact drawn from another account, then that statement did not accurately reflect what transpired. If the 350 million was drawn from any account other than the contingency fund, then the approval Parliament granted was never executed. The withdrawal that was executed was never approved. and the Constitution and the Public Financial Management Act 2016, Act 921, which criminalizes unauthorized withdrawals of public funds, have been violated in broad daylight.
Medase utube TV so enye ene ena dom kuma wo braship jefie nso eye press conference we ede ensem yi etudwa na digina eye contingency fund no ensu a etoyiri yenuanum bi ewo enkran ene titu Volta region Jifagomashi ntioso Jifagomashi on the Minister of Tourism, right? Jifagomashi. And then the Nima Guase, Kujato Ablakwa, no Shahini, Omo Nima Guase, Matnaho, Ama, and there is your a Yirafa, Dotwana, Ewo Volta region, and Dananado, and yes, you the Yirfa Omo, and Oklana for dam, nay a dam who answers him, and then you uniform, Mutiabu, Krom Haduma, hey! Yamia gumanima se wa gumanima se de matai di nipa beye ne wo ena every mu e Volta region Jifagomashi embeka ehun nsebo kujeto ablakwa emmowa enso ye nyina yete omam ha nti ene press conference wo eyeye sika president Mahama ama order se ye nyina ye mfamwa omwa nsuo ayi afom na asel mo niema over 90,000 and ne enya baby ete ana so mu di be omo etnan eno ho sikasem ena dom kumano enso aye eho press conference say abai ni sika do kra no okwa year free because 350 million baby a president Mahama say yin free no ensem me wo ho no chesanyasam ketwa enti ye hwe say ebetumi akwa ahoma no so na ye de eye Jerry Ahmed enso atwetwe nkomo ye MP for Wager Gbawe ono ye deputy minority ye minority chief whip ye bebomodiana ye ne no atwetwe nkomo ewo afidie so but ene media Kwaku Ejedim Boaten ena owaha na ene Kwaku Ejedim Boaten we dia matweno na oni adaje kra ene matweno babet na wodim say come Saturday abato a ekoso no obia aye busy with the campaign our grounds including yenua bema oheneba nana esiedu oheneba nana esiedu wodim so call aye atwuma wabieja south oheneba nana esiedu for second vice chairman inti ujinamu den atwuma wabieja south constituency oye number 3 Kwaku bidase oye number 3 nti wa wodim ohineba na nesiedo uyadu na wodim no kra dia atwuma wabiaja south constituency for team number 3 and you are good to go enti ojinamu bi na atwuma asema America dia na atwuma mpunia for so no menua bema Ransford Kwabna Ata anasa Ransford Ata enso ejinamu as constituency secretary nti edu honoma na makai eye Ransford Atanso. But right about now, Kwaku Ejedim Boaten ewa ha. Kwaku Wednesday afternoon, obi be say Wednesday there. Yeah tell who but then one Kwaku yasa Kwaku for the second time running because weekend the other Jini Pusu. I'm not so proud by national the no date we also about. Remember Kwaku.
Mejo so double okay. Mame fa kwenye so na menchia ahefo. Ona wajibre nyumuri say na ohwe said the okana entire say Wednesdays na metaba hanenso so a call to duty MPP no adwuma na wo say guso na yebo hunderu say Ghana for beti ase Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia on beti ase say ono ene ni po beti amande Ghana akone nim said the na kufu de kudru obetimi de akone pompon so I was a Ghana timi drew 2024 matu be ene course NDC for cancer mode ehye mebunu bo me no ditiri na ya ehia me pa mebunu no omo hye omo bo no se o munna adwuma ye ba munnya adwuma ye obi a benya adwuma ne bia ye no munya abra ye bi te se omo aso omo yusu mebunu no so sesubi efiri obi moaze nim se Lamisio se de Lamisi kanchira omo so adwuma no ni ho no John Dramani Mahama ba akosua magic ide me adwuma on the first okache say onim onye magician no kriti adwuma bala misi kan kire meburu ne say oh sisi di Dramani Mahama akọ India akosua magic with mama adwuma ba na de ode ba ne 133
yes
is obi adwuma no pa kopim anwumre no na ya no apon no bi so ya free no nya kopim bia no ndu no so apon no bi so be free no ndu akopim anopa je say de bia obi abenya adwuma aye obi abeye bi
like I be in Calamisi in Combetas and Miss Sabno Neda.
Oh,
yeah, the Bremo.
Is it like Jubilee House?
Oh, Jubilee House.
Oh, presidential staff.
Yeah.
No Bruno Swaka Street.
Oh,
and a come down. Is he one crowd? The other yan say one crown point show one say. Nurse for more school. And no Mutifi Munya Jumanye. One say, time on my penny da, Sabino man penny da, or bond one. Okonesi hono musi ye pe post ye mpa allowance
yes
eno o show mboso agenda 11 na ekufuado esisie no mbamba be wie ni nyina na me dia fom odwuma na wo sen ka mebunu ti ase se ono no kurati mi ehunu se be fom odwuma eje se na ekufuado ni so ade hunu no hunu ye se o si hospitals be na ma bo ama yare hwa akọ nanimu ne nam so asa ma adwuma aba no eno no no so do show bo na de ono hye ase na so so dae no ndimi ma meye e ma fa odwuma obi onu ni mu hwe ne ba be mebunu na ehu saa no mkoto ba de ma John Dramani Mahama enne ayare hwe no a enne ye bo adawuru ohun se Miss Bell esu
yes
otini si o se odini ni akọ kolebu ese empani ho mi hu no so no na ekufu ado ahya sabia maako wo ha ene du baako agenda 111 hospitals regional hospitals e ka ho bi esi wi a Nkansah mpani ho no etu obetwa maburu no so benya adwuma ye no aban we se maburu na enya adwuma nya mko na esen no omfa ho obesi dwa 24-hour market no makotene mo na dwa koton mo money ebi makoye indomi odwom ho anajo na minim so mko ton ma bayifo so mko ton ma hefo endi aban ni se Ghana fo ya rehwe hia wo mo sabi maburu no makọ na esen tweni akọgye ntete no omo no se benya adwuma ye ni hia no na emom obesi 24-hour market se abrebi a eni dwa yentonton mo ne ko bi babunu bi abewie na esen training no skills na akosua ne hu hia 24 hours on ne koje shed ne ko ton ko bi endi omo na ya na misu omo na Dr. Bomi asa men kan kire mo se ni da so ho achia ne
na saa babunu ya wo kan omo ni adwuban and now betina obi ti baby say oye youth and a regional minister you a guy you oye youth and ono dey waba for the youth owi anu waboabo mu anu obi Nkansah football dey no yen part of entertainment twede ujiwani wakoye na adwuma wi a wo ni adwuma na omo promise wo ye no na dodo na ba bed bodom pem say yen hwe boss wa ye bibi eno ne ne core mandate out by that is ye kodiasa ye say why not as the regional minister say 133 na mo promise ye adwuma mo kan say mo de bebaye ai na ye ni adwuma ye no wo ye deidie eno ani agudie na ye ubewie na o de komo koda
double okay ade bia anywhere asene nidin ade bia anywhere asene nidin edidi o kan ye o mabunu ne mrante de mofra bi no mu a se bi o madwe so antina tete ho no ye nananom akro bia san say
why na mpa ni je part of life entertainment but then
the ono onwe na dwuma onyanye ho na won hold abana accountable so mpa dwuma manenye eno omo no saaso esesu bi na akro bia santibu ba bi say the owo oba ono wa mre se the otete no the owo no the owo na to answer the otete na epe ni yi the otete no wo pe ni yi enti wo na obre yan bi before any epe mabunu ni yi enti yan na wo say ye boa ye bre wo mo ho na epe edi wo musie enti the ono the o say ya penti every say interchange na eno na ye ne fe na mo de o si ye no de wonye hwe na say ehia no ono no ye ne wo say suma o mo ne try as e be kan se mato mutimi atwom adwe bi zuzei ma wo daachi ehia ensen asa
ene de interchange ase be a class say bi hu say weekend yes event bi so koso interchange ase be say hey they say the interchange ase
omo hunu siu omo nsuya se
very serious baby ade no kwa
nsuya se na sisi interchange de omo nim yesi e penti no de omo definition of development na say ye penti interchange
but that kind of jobs the youth need jobs more than
ever and they me for no say Ghana Nkansah no
la misi agene de wonje ho era
man for dwen say say we are communicating with here doing say you are connected they show say what power and say what any power day in and day out calls tests any other ye free mebunu no ho no mo pay adwuma e de aye mo wi teacher training colleges etiti na bin see that so you be wi teacher training college na yes a creative backlog e wo ho e bin see pen teacher training college de wunya wi o service no a say ya no a e pursue into we almost service 2024 eno na ko mo hwe ni mu say 2024 na e be pursue wo mo no ya pursue wo mo ena another batch nso asan awie abeka wo mo enti say two batches ena TFCC aban no so kofa no e kofa bi no wa fa number less than one batch mpo because teacher for college of education no nipa TF 2025 2024 2024 no service 2025 no they are about 10,000 plus aban no so far no 7,000 that 7,000 so kwa no include we universities ko when bane UCC no in college of education for no kwa 7,000 could not take care of them and on campus others no in the acquire say wa ukoye eyezu eyeza oye campaign 2024 no ka hwana say o papa na o ma mi bi ekoye campaign wo de ne afa wo na nkae ne tifi enti Dr. Bomiasa yen kan kire wo mo say ache ne mu ye e wo mu mfumso de asipen but that lumba say kojo e freely me yen mfumso kra emprenu we yen mfumso emprenu bi de mi kire ye me bi me mpatie 2028 no sa mabunu no wo a chance to correct that mistake no mo ye no 2024 no ni san fa MPP mra true Dr. Mamudu Awomia no na wa dream de solve challenges ni me solve Ghana problems no double kia me enkom konzo so ensi na me nchia atwema beja south for nyame ya adomo a me nda edi animu yi so the MPP ye share ne free a form hono mo the grassroots level polling station electoral area coordinators election ya yin na awie edru konzo so ensi enti me nda edi animu yi ene kwasiada ena sa elections no equals timelines are national de ma yen ubit ma yen me nda 11 ubit ma yen kwasiada 12 but atwama beja south e de me nda ai di animu ye na matese venue ne be ye atwama akru Anglican na matene say e be ye no enti e be sre pa
delegates over 1,500 or so
5 plus yeah na ye around be 980 before the expansion na ye around 980 new in be kan ho positions in be kan ho na ye ko be 1,500 plus but me gidi say atwamafo enya mfumso mititiru positions na nyina no ehia but nipa no so a ye do mo be she positions ne mo no so ehia pa enunti na mesre say chairman Seven Boati ni team amasha a ono chairman boot na Nkansah ka ho Sir John as secretary or him by the the second vice Jonah ne Hobson first vice Dr. Simon Boatin assistant secretary and deputy secretary Jude Opokutechi Thaddeus ono so called treasurer any canteen Isaac Boachidua youth organizer these men your mama ye ready say on be serve agi to me on say come na to me who come and yes come to me Nkansah who come edi won they are hungry for power they want to get power say be a Ghana for mebu no twema for mebu no a omu ne adwuma ye no ebi be power no motimi nya ba bi esie say they make say chairmanship o national level no a general secretary a full time job on say no dey but do back on so ensi no pa the full time job on the chairman enti en fa chairman no obi a obo akwotena nkan no see weekend and obeba weekend no so kwa na obakumase e kwa akoye lecture o call lecture e wo miminda this kwesiada nso do kwa sorry ti miminda ne kwesiada ye ko ayefo ne ye ko eyiye na ya build the relationship with constituents no ne se duru abato so watima kone ni o kan chen say to ba me party no say ni pa kro no upenu a wonhu no enti eto am obi a o wadaje people are ono Nkansah o de ne ho what time for the job eno ne chairman Seven Boati for atwa ngo beja sa ne besre ne ewe so hini ba na see do make connections hiame because eto ba wi a ye be cha appointment no ubre na uji to me ni wi a wo say ye chance a wo so nya bie tisi wo nya bie ma ko nso ensi ho no no a e ba na se mabunu no nya obi a okopre to me ni mo adodo ni bi e dia bre wo mu na anu yi a NDC for ba yi Ashanti region ha NDC for mebunu mu di NDC e bebre su but constituency bi mu me person me body omo no so de omo no so di pa because omo ni power aban ni mu bi baby o no nwanam ho ne wo ye fa nwuma na ho aba asemi kura ye ho ne firi e ho ne wo sa police ni ade ye ka ho asemi sa constituency ne ho na omo de omo nipa wo bi enti ko ho no mu ada constituency ni tip e bobana no omo de anya bi enti me tsira twa ngo bejafo se ye nhwe omo ai de omo di anim as executives say after power ne ya pretumi yema na ba no e betimi afa sa ankrofo na sa do makọ say e say ni pipe pretumi na ba mo nhwe omo so ho na omo ai tumi ni bi eno ni Dr. Chairman Seven Boating ni team no a o hene ba ka ho se John ka ho Dr. Simon ka ho bi ene equalizer champion equalizer organizer papa ti be stress ye hwe ni mu na memenda ye nto aba masa
say national executives no so edie no so
I'm September but before national na edie be call regional
be call regional
me be call national street I mean can regional kana menchia me Nkansah me nua kuma me nua panyin lawyer Kingsley Bruce Chiritwie
okay
ebusia pa the team as deputy secretary deputy regional secretary
lawyer
versus a party they do hono mo a ye nhwe no na afi so chairmanship no they say they are in games afa oheneba sorry
odenu Kwaku apia
chairman odenu Kwaku apia na me call national no so dia say ne obi a ne bi say nyameba Kwame Njubusi chairman wuntumi chairman wuntumi obi ono no one say the zeal for the party na me pe no brofo semone ikutu semno ho but obi a party no sebi
the carry smell
party no I just say afana dwin na oda party no chairman ono MPP oda MPP o sorry MPP onzo obi so ono te hono na dwin na ye ne ntokwanto what is that eh but chairman de no baby obi na dwin na ye MPP oh na sorry ni bibia ye MPP ndi say ni pass na say the party no ehye won sa no muti be ye ma to me no e ba ye afa atwemampo no anso de o say o ni me si akan o ho pa atwemampo na me candidate nso pro secretary na bi kwa na do mfe Emmanuel ena wo atwemampo no anyine hini
ayo ene ka cha say on trase atasa phobia
me the best candidate me that me de Emmanuel kwa na do mfe
bate ashafo we aye internal affairs ena ye di ho enkomo ewa ha because party ni gu so a ye hihye president na say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia as flag bearer ne aka aboafo di nyina no say ye nya aboafo a omobebo adwuma kama enya on paper omobebo adwuma kama na ya wrestle to me no e dey free NDC for no ensem enti enye business as usual memene that titru say abana akwa akoto de yi constituency executives no ma wani now business as usual akoyi nkofobia wo hu no efichire ho no kura adwuma no ntiase na wakoyi no say ye de Kwaku wini ana say correcel power there be no enye adwuma santi this time around say ye kono nibre so na yetume edikoje tumi no every NDC for ensem Kwaku jeni Boating ewa ha sade me ka no be say me call eye ahoma dosuna yane minority members ni bi so edin komo na fa eye press conference obo ye titu fa eye 350 million cedis President Mahama directive and as order say ato is force in enyi sikano enfamra na yenhwe na yenye minority no edi hu kobo but betwa hu fodi no ede akiro asan when yensa ebeka omubi no yene omu ebedi nkomo but right about now membra wonche Kwaku HIV dey asabna enwa mutaka me fa ne nsabro kra emmum enwa uhu se obeka eye 300 and also there 350 million street value cocaine bi omuchi wo Pedu junction no obeka ho ensem se sa cocaine no court ama order so bun destroy cocaine no be feel say be evidence na no say evidence no but court ama order say no pedu junction there no omo ense sa cocaine no a certain allergy so ho ensem ebem a certain allergy fake notes omo so omo ko hu no warehouse any gold bars no so omo dey akwa gold board na fake notes no so the Bank of Ghana destroy fake CD notes and fake dollars no mo destroy no na Australia dey na enra Muntakabu Barak any ebedin komo say NDC padifo bi ta actually I say a government officials there be media by when people need be any oduma or your government official the NDC pedifo any DH na say cocaine methamphetamine ye de share bidie botomu na enam kwema baby Australia we akwakodu Australia free April yache bottle free April and last month they say ehonsem it was a government officials be attached no who say powers that be and a boy na bidie bottle no ekodu eye abanoni anase Australia honti NDC for pedifo bi and aboa aye niema etom busu obo eye investigation but me sure say with HIV AIDS day your opinion
okay me that say na sa police recruitment we say no ne sa HIV who asem say applicants no about 1300 are tested positive for HIV. Okay, me bad day legal discussion and I will come about Ghana AIDS Commission for release no opinion about that. But me person me chere madwenya fa ha say sa dey we say a ploy and I say a plan just to reduce the numbers and I say disqualify this. Then me tia say and say esusuye ni anamu bia omuntu Interior Ministry no ni omo na ye ne dia disqualify me bunu na omo so mo pa adwuma na ye no on say NDC full soldiers no and am say aban ni share ombo say or the 24-hour economy ba na 24-hour economy and am say anadwo amanfo be ye adwuma nti e wo say double security NDC for campaign so na make you say bia me ka be dia share o ma no some mo kind during campaign one penny mahama shay okay so okay say discotheque ina be 24-hour economy any at the hotels any at the fuel stations you also be 24-hour economy no mo share boss say because of it they will have to double security it don't make fast security for baby no more to provide security the amount omo chechere mu kro mo say pharmacies the entire pharmacy for do na omo pon say security ni ho meanwhile no so no day in and day out security patrols echo around but then this is for kind yen ntum so mba mema security for na doso se be doso na wo se wo fani pa na dey emo e na wo mabunu no agitum mu e na bio omba be ye recruitment no mo sign lifted that age cap sa a friend say age restriction that's what say so 25 years normal recruit no untimi apply but you be special duties need those kind of professionals no but in can normal in the 25 years and almost more year through they call 30 it gave the youth na assurance say and am somebody can share bosses on mobile on be expand security no and nunti no masan yi cap say ben pado na betimi anya kwan ye dey ewramu nti do na agi boom e ko top forms yiwie ye no any part of forms na some pay emu run about 500,000 so kaya we say me kai Ghana for adwin so be kaya enumuna the chairman the national chairman of the NDC Tama the interior minister ebe can say do metimi afa 5,000 out of the 500,000 no do metimi afa 5,000 which is about best 5% or say 1% impo 1% no 5% 1% of the parodo na apply ni na the parodo na apply ni just 1% no metimi afa no na omo national chairman be can say Ghana for me bunu kro mu di omo bo mu nyina mu demi kasa mu kwa akopɛ police no se fa mu nyina police a wan na be ye kromfo na police fo na kwache wo mu enti wo say ye fa police fo ni be bi so tena fie na omo ya kromfo se be ya police fo ni benya adwuma aye dai aye o benya kromfo ache wo mu enti saa niema e koso nyina feed into that grand agenda say was send for do na kafie no mo dani akromfo na aka na benya police akono etimi ache wo mu but o ma realize so say do na ye wo mo NDC for na for soldiers majority of the mebru na tall forms no because of the hoper party ni the man o mo nim so party abade o menya protocol ewrem ndom to bebrebe enti o ma realize say what is qualify o mo nyina outright o be disappointed enti amfa kwan bi so na yen kate no into already somebody can because about 100,000 or so mental challenges mental health issues
and
on be can say drug use bi no so drug enti omo de sai kate ko no enti say ba na say friend and phobia say either say bi we ni ko kin nom ka ho bi ntini wo ye obi a wo say bi wa ye junkie say am frewa one reason no say bi a wo ye junkie etosu mienu ebi nso a wo friends mental health issues ntini ya amfre wo e na omsa de another layer abeka ho say o bebrebe kura be 1300 omo nyina omo ye HIV positive de nso ya amfre wo na kire say HIV positive ntina ya amfre wo but another one the kind of emotional torture wo de mebunu no say mitini ya honorable minister no the press conference all cases here or can say they did not inform because they were advised to the bia say o frɛ no boni pakra mania o frɛ no bona mania etimi mano stress etimi mano emotional stress enti wuntimi frɛ no kan je ni bum say bi wonya HIV say yes hadia na ne mabunu na omo twa anim omo hwa anim say e be frɛ omo for ebia recruitment say from omo appointment letter no mo hwe animu ana ema no omo no unim say obi obetu adwen say yen frɛ me ka HIV for no ho 19 yen frɛ me say what dey me kana what dey betu dwa say about 1300 HIV positive ono aso say be yen na yen stress wo mu ntini untimi frɛ ni ba kono kan chen say what test positive enti say yes adia na kra ne tifie no a all try call na call ne maaye no what message are you sending to him ofie are you trying to tell him say enam yen frɛ wo no wonya HIV enti na yen frɛ wa na is that not even emotional torture because say what if you try say be frɛ no ne yen frɛ no ono nim say o call ye no ya obo no mo de exam no pass the height bibia ye kama o call physical check up ni ade nyina nso pass e woni yare bia onya asthmatic woni bibia kire say o qualify na o hwe animu na say ye mfre no so nim so onum wi on fire onye drug da say bi onim say na dwimu so eti na say ya amfa no a sai ba ko ba ko dwin say ne be say me so kra me esifo ye kan yi eno say HIV fo be say me kan ho bi meanwhile no so na bi so ano won kan ho bi because you have not informed them the reason intia ya disqualify no so sa ne ma we nyina nso trauma na ade nkra no efemu wadwo sika se wo mfa no aka chen say ye mfa na ade fa dodo a wo pe but ne nsa mfa na ebi nto edwom kan say mountain so ana mfa mem e ma ne nsa nkoye asodie ni adwendwen nsa mfa ma emabunu no ana say nkra no you are stress wo mu because obi be dwen ho a because onim say oka 1003 no ana say
what here the kasa de ya chese 1003 de ye chobo agu dada o
chobo mo agu ya hu bi ya nfrewa no adwen akoye wo say be sa nipa 1003 no ka ho minti na ye mfre wo e bia na ace nti na ye mfre mi wa so bi a osu ni ace na so akoye asudie ni adwendwen da wo so say me ko fa police ya mfre mi na minim say me qualify na ya mfre mi de be say ace HIV fo a minister be kan yi e bia na me kan ho bi ntina ya mfre me na akwa na koye na dadwen ni adwendwen ena bi o Ghana AIDS Commission for me ni wo mo ya adwen because per the Ghana AIDS Commission Act no say an employer untimi nka say umfa obi adwuma solely only because say the background put HIV positive because HIV enye communicable disease and ka say bi obi bo wa obi wufo bi nso ebenya bi ana say obi no mu cap anu a ebe transfer mojem any say bi honam body fluid honam nsuo mu no kra ye na emu no obi ahia HIV efiri fufuro ho ekọ obi ho enti nye Ghana nkoa baby bia no emra kire say wontimi nka say HIV nkoa nti on fa obi adwuma enti say me private employer me be me company no be apply ni pakro no qualify bibia qualify ne say emra say se pakro ace amintimi nka say ace no nkoa ne menyina so nti amemfa na adwuma me kwa na amede me company no na how much more wo aban ye nyina taxpayers isika ena eba ho ma wo de fa adwuma na say
with speed or you almost see in China and that's the speed na no she
enti say no kura say 1300 I test positive. The ministry has no business saying say based on that test no positive normal test and you won't have moduma because HIV and no obi beti menya HIV bibia ni we be kire say o HIV obeda sore ne ho de betu mirika you bia so onye bia training bia so onye bia obeye enti nipa no so wo adwuma nim o police no test HIV be ne dia na maybe so we say this is obi wo adwuma nim no test HIV be ne dia because HIV no and unipadua no e ma wo ho oden ne ma fom unless e bia medications that was a wolf and one yana a result to AIDS. Said the okay, so and son will be HIV be to do AIDS no. Now after about 10 years. On one for medication, you know. So 10 years near say one for medication, remember yes, sir. And yes, sir, you can live 100 years with HIV. And what in your any health for ABI also. Ain't so reason no say be kind say you're raising a noble hope in supporters grassroots hope. Forms now we are in a fix. You won't quite be fast. You bet me, I can't tell almost say, you ain't me from Munina. Sanity, dear, yen for communication, be saying two from him. In the gradually say, when you man quiet. No, I will say, oh, we be and now no ready, I'm fire. But the all cannot be no ya JPA because saying your first time I hear Franco phone to the security agencies any. And Muntaka can't tell me, say, be a first timer will be tested positive for HIV. Omo aye for ebini. And one might be wondering, so that this time around, I said, no, now Kwaku leader, he be tested for drugs, I tested for drugs, mental health. This I didn't know nobody did. No, okay.
Some of our cannot. Oh, this was the first time I ever confronted to the security agencies. But to say, wait, nobody a year lead, no. Said, you don't know, a bay young coffee. It's in the alpha. Debbie, I fast, I'll go for you, baby. Debbie, you by a fan confront to the security agencies. Nadia, had dream say, or make creative panorama and crano, or more a man temo no monafu because they say, Obi anim so akwa apply kojo men nu akwa apply so pe police na ye hwe otintin ni wina so nso obi anim say o qualify e mantem ho so obi anim say sabi paper aya abobo kura wo mfa agya enso mu ntua wa no da enti enubone wunim ye so the American say mantem obi anim so enubone wunim ye na wo ko kire wase so obi anim say o pass ye enti senkan mo kwa there everybody knows say you qualify. Next eventually I'm power. O madrin say hey nano abaya bia na utani insana ne nam hey best or the HIV case ntina ya mfa o best because won kan mo man pass ho e na won kan mo 8 ho won kan mo yenu bone ho didi he na ka ho e di nya ko bu say ene ne be say HIV e de na oye that is the danger unim nya this the first time enkra ko training say de wo kan me nuanum binom e wo service ni me cousins binom wo service ni mo omuko training no and that's omuko testing no medicals no dia na ye hwe e pa no ye bia asthma asthmatic bia diabetes because they are training no bit my injured say we will be our diabetic say cool down one because of say a chance and a healing no ya no mo hwe sa na ma no and e bi ho no mo na heart problems because also intensive adwuma na we enti hypertension hypertensive we mo hwe say sa na ma no say bi a wo hypertension na wontimi that kind of intense training no mo hwe bi a hepatitis B because no dey communicable na yi no the transmission no easier any ade on say aka omrebo nso so aha no ma hwe wani
and these are the basic ones most often emphasize on adia emma wa ho ode ankasa emma from yare bi won ma wunya emma wa ho ode ankasa so wontimi nye active eno ne ana yehe but HIV there you can still be very active, very strong, and still carry the virus. It mean baby we no free and this for the elimination by elimination by rough status. Yeah, in fact, because we need amount for Mate,
Babento adia kakra na membra de nhwe your take on then a year cooking several kakra for you move on to a year funds no idea even as I work there phone lines but we and I say you bring men can for a gas to mixture and fabao and you bring gas to mixture the would be say a stomach ulcer a drew papa say we yam a chakru we yam a wadro papa wo betumi anom ma agye wo a problem bia de ho FDA fo agye atum eye gasto mixture is woni ne free tete ma bo adwuma pa na say bia when stomach ulcer be typhoid fever and say bia wo didi kwasi brody friend indigestion na wakwakope eye gasto mixture bi Nature Medics Consult for no be say droi aba edwaso enum pono de eye Prostaplax mixture and so aba edwaso Prostaplax mixture eye mema edru mema a chese bia prostate enlargement hawo prostate ho ensensem doctor diagnose waka kire say wo prostate mo how wadru a wo be here eye Prostaplax mixture mesro corner copy bi akira kwan pharmacy bia herbal shop bia no nsa ebeka eye Prostaplax mixture no ebi oba that time of the month saade ekano bosome aso wa fichiko ehu ensem miniaba yaw no ya na ye too much etume hawa my juma kra untumi enkobi untumi nya ho hwe no ena obekwa akopɛ Mensoplax mixture many about what the friend Mensoplax mixture or menstrual cycle and shada entry menstrual pains, menstrual disorder. Ube here a year Mensoplax mixture ye AB. Ube to be a frahom at tropho number the 0248 77 8899 0248 77 8899. Uko misty about ewo mroba on sabeka droibi. Repatch Ventures ewo Kanshi Drug Lane. Unique Herbal ewo Takwade Bogoso. Ena Ekus Pharmacy ewo Ashamai. Na ewie sono ye kamfo eye Amuzu Hair Food ede amount. Amuzu Hair Food. Eno eye inkubia aba chensesi say enwa ne woso. When him said the biya me say fia ba ni yedi. Inkuwe Amuzu hair food. Makacho said Dr. Amuzu there. Or the product be air bar. Menfe niagro cra. Product be or dear big just biano. Well researched. Because on one kasa research no would be no na unimina or per research ye pa. And as he say, wakwakofa Amuzu hair food ediaba. Na Amuzu hair food ye mfa so we are Rastafarian person and found so the other permit and yes at jellicals crowd hodoma and ye would the firm out but to say 80 and found say be a one would trim a be cry any so a boa much say yes scalp no ejuma kama it would trim said ye tibiado use Amuzu hair food and mammy ya packaging it nicely or cosmetic shop be a so and konkupen kubi echira kwabio si se wunkwa ese use why Amuzu hair food are very organic ninkuno are very organic na wo hwe eye herbal ayi habai ene niemo dia yenkuna utumu say yes Amuzu waba no pabne super enti so cosmetic shop be able kona koje eye Amuzu hair food ibi ubetumi afreda homa trofo so the number is 0242 955056 0242 955056 Bene Kwaku to us on na Cements Herbal Clinic Cements Herbal Clinic dear would have said namu ya reboni biano or ba bema ebia wo pa wo untumi enwo anaso ba wo fichiko ho ensem bema wo prostrate wo nsensem bia yareɛ bi na aba wo kidney num yareɛ bi aba liver num ɛyɛ esikyire yareɛ yɛ mogya broso yareɛ wo herbal clinic ɛyɛ Cements Herbal Clinic ukopie ho doma na bo se infidie infidie pani enyasem ketwa kra ene lab test scan ene ne kika ka wo bia no ukopie ho doma ne Cements Herbal Clinic eye ni nyina ebi sanso eno ye massage obese ye massage a obetumi de wani a kire physiotherapy chiropractic therapy and reflexology ni nyina no eye niema omo eye no Cements Herbal Clinic na se otumu se dia mebubui niema kase no ye no ho no pa omo ewa sokore mampo no ne asokore mampo rural bank no ene di hwani mu anopa ejuada anopa no wotwe kopem eye efiada anyubre no wotwe Mondays to Fridays me kire so omo eye adwuma anopa no wotwe kopem se omo bepon ayubre no ubetube de wani a kire Cements Herbal Clinic from ahomatrofo so number dey 0240 826 995 0240 826 995 from omo ebeje oso kwagwe yeah, to us when the NT no influ your opinion on that na fe me nkwohwe flat in sikaya over 1 week say mo and niema President Muhammad ebegu kwem but on a year drag a year muntaka kano enwa dodo na yimu bi yese FM ye say NDC empedifu bi na etechri na titu Australia dey edam bidie mu akwakodo briefly what do you make of a yes answer not the true
Ghana for when the NDC say NDC for abemua na omu lower standard no edema wom the kind of accountability also omu demanded from the NDC no omu demanding sa me can say this time round there the man no abasa say the NDC etimi ato the media no including the CSOs civil society organizations also omu that kind of accountability
Steve Mantia
you know some demand accountability no on what they say no here it's a medium figure boy Steve
Mantia Franklin Kujo
the rented pens you know so we now in so WhatsApp platform so and government WhatsApp platform omu na da so it then I say and near me was omu ka ho asem no omu nka ena say opposition ni ko hunu ni ebe kan so a no mo pentema kata so enti wo so mo intimidate wa wo blow cover no share afia hyase or this year ena honorable intim fojo ebe boy amane say plan B aye air ambulance airmed for air ambulance aba besi Ghana yen wiem shegina bia Kotoka International Airport na baby a free ba ye no a ni origin ana country of origin baby a too free ye o man ye free so ba ye ene baby ene nam ya abesi ase no emu ovrem if we say airmed no a ambulance a de fire refo enti senka ya refo na ebe fa nka achakura na bi adon hwere aduonu 24 hours e wo senke e free ase ba ba ye no so hwe mu antimi am ye hunu se be fire ni we anase we ena bi won so ba bi e free ba ye no that Grand Canaria Island ho no it is known for corruption drug trafficking any money laundering any maboni wo wi ase a aman bia ebo ho ban esi ano no sa bia ho no headquarters enti plan bia tu afiri ho ba de na besi na ye hu adekode poti ebe ye de ebe ya nka aban no ehwehwem honorable intim for asem o kan nyina ni but Ghana nsentwerefo any Ghana aban minka say Ghana aban a nsentwerefo bi no bua no ema ye honorable intim for say sabi onum na ye criminal on Joy News minka no mpo ono de that's the dima obi ehun bi news file Joy News women da one program we for news file no the host Samson Ladia yenene treaty honorable intim for like a common criminal already text message and then send this for next send the man wa bra na for producer kra say onim baby e free ni nyina no aggressive etia attack on the person of honorable Ntim for your reverend. Eventually but focus protocol say the chicken has come home to roost. The chicken has come home to roost. They call chabeti no na no makacho say oyiwa there you are oyiwa any na international disgrace, international embarrassment. Ghana fair mu say met drag emubone every Ghana alutomwa kopie Australia BBC and the international media na ebo ho dawru no ebo din say every Ghana obi anim say Ghana hanso ye hibidie sa met na ye kan ho asem no na eye moto ubu anu a sikatwitwiri de $1 million bebro ahenu more than $200 million worth of sa every Ghana ha hye ni bidie mu nti ye kire say the cargo no ha ne hye no you go be am say ye hibidie ye cargo no ye package ni wa ha e free ha say ye koye na bi say e ko no na sa na kokko wa na
chumberuma
na omo
na chumberuma we
national security for na ne omo ye hye bran wonam kurum kura ohu wo mo kane no so bi time na e den so ohu na security ni because omo pay intelligence sabre no mo hefa but nyanwa e orchestrated per the a friend say the reporter a free bar from the Ministry of Interior that's my working or say government officials be that's a buying move for be and sa mu bi enti nyanwa enye last year na ye say one of their pieces parliamentary candidates binum ye che say cocaine e wono ho e be dey adwa e ma news person nya report here news reporter nya report here sa asem ni kosi say sa asem no buke wote ho asem bi it died a natural cause. Yeah, and say in court. Say yeah, they say you muko see say you be an
Roxy the fear McBud the yan on my update.
Egu ya no brim and one no afa no ho adi. Enti enya wan say the same thing. Not playing by sa made the same by no mu dia ban di mirika. Omu nim so mu call. Honorable Ntim for your face on Kocheno. It took the minority in a reason says arrest and say Honorable Ntim for your is at least for if nothing at all he is a whistleblower who must be protected by the state, not be treated as a criminal. Honorable Ntim for your sabi on our boy Cassie or there whom Quatibeka for no sabi Ghana and man born hoban. Ubi a who say Bonnie Coso no a boy mania or no Ghana and not born hoban. Yen fat Mrano entity and found who did so in dear Maquine. And no ma on about Ntim for doing this for me ancheno e ko wi a se nyane bo na de mani se tie ye bia nka sa nim guasie ya e ba yi enka ama no mu nim se bia e ko so ya no sabi akoche no nim se ko ya nkom so mo ayeyi o mo de ko ya nkom ayeyi
sikapudio pa
nkom ayeyi na we ni ache no we ne ko ni ache na nim de ko ye so e fa mu
Badwa mutaka on ose abai mu mpanifuo NDC fo mpanifuo bi ne hyemu wamodi ose edi no de ontumembo because or refer to back point ejima why be the edi no de no mo odi do
nka be ba ho kan be kan say now
a certain alaji
the NDC no ade bia kan na ye bone a e be hia investigation and e kufu at time e be hia investigation be jai kwan ma investigative institutions no ayo omu hwemu omu ya no do findings abetudwa ene aban we na timi be ka say saa boni we ya ekoso wo man mu no o man panyi o boni we ya ekoso wo man mu no me nye nyaatwom me ni ma ban mu fo me party fo bi nim ka ho galamsey o man panyi timi nya okoro e boy amane say ono man panyi no onim sina ban mu fo bi nim ka ho meaning say oni na ban mu fo no a eye saa galamsey no ba man panyi asa twa ne ho say ye bra galamsey esiufie no wo twa ho say ye kwakọ pam ho na wo kọche no na se bi onyame ba be na da ntwibo si ako ono mo na ye ni asi ni so etwe no abo so na wo so nim say wo fie na wo timu no wa ban na wa create no emufo ye galamsey honorable interior minister say sa nubone ne free Ghana ha ewu motomu ekuo sika puduo se wokoton wa sika puduo se nke twifa mu no mko ya na me say we na eche na de etimi twifa mu de enya agro o se na ban mu fo ya we se aban mu fo bi ka ho na shechiri no ntitimi fa ha se ko ya na kofo entimi
ana se ko setting alaje so ya aban mu fo setting alaje de yi sa na ndo amutaka ka for Australia de no ho a setting alaje no so ya aban mu fo businessman a chumberu ba be ka kire so wotema na just a businessman be a bepem ne ye nim businessman na chumberi ma e kan ho aso e no so aban mu padifuo bi na tachire sa ene na cut across enti no mu ntumi mbodi na
double okay na sa setting a large no would you believe say senka MPP nia that time because NDC for prese no mbenya mfuturo bi ateche bi ati aye MPP for ho sa abere no ene na krom da so pre so mbenya mfuturo bi ni ateche bi ati aye MPP for ho o menya MPP ni na to prison na koma ka so ya nka MPP for na nipa bone for e di se nipa kro no mo setting allergy no so you obi na down for kra aye MPP ni a en kom be chino no na betum ama obi a ehunu komeye ama obi a ehunu bi but said ya okay enam say eye omumunti efiri omumunti no e no mokata aso
omokata
no me ka kire say containers bi aira sa container wi a kire mu say o ma ehun na wo no o te hu asem that issue died a natural cause. It died a natural death. Echa habai
yo gina pa me ka se bi
omo twa habai gu so enti say e ka wo mo hwere mu a omo nka ho asem. It tells you say every corruption, every drug bia, every crime bia NDC for the kind pentem abe ka ho asem sa asem no ewu ada ententem bia no efiri wo mo emu ne bae efiri wo mo ahu tinam entempa no a omo ani unuanum bi no makasa sa asem ne discuss no mo musika mo didi no mo ye say peche no ma ka asem no etwamura aguso
Mate, better say, yan trying to wrap up just about 5 or 10 minutes to almost barely 10 minutes to go. Na Menkai will say, Kitima Herbal Center. Kitima Herbal Center. Or no, so no, dear. Or your expert, STI is say, Bia, and Namu Yariboni Biano. Na kuhu Kitima Herbal Center. Doctor Yao entry. Ube connected to our chair fe. Kitima Herbal Center. Say Bia Ujo so wote yao pa. We hear Kitima Herbal Center de mua. Sanso eda Bia. One kasano we oba na sabe predia sa one bema eshiema utumu so wote yao pa na moja ne ho kro ba utumu se wa paint pa uko Kitima Herbal Center obebo abasade e ba ni na efri hodum bia hemfi hodum nsuo nkitinkitibi egua kona kohu Kitima Herbal Center. Dr. Yao entry the Kitima Herbal Center was sapase gau kwan no so ma career stretch no so na Kitima Herbal Center ewo uko Kitima Herbal Center customer service the ene A1 ubetumi a friend ahoma trofo so the number 0246 914717 0246 914797 Kitima Herbal Center Mr. na onyawo emwa Tabia Herbal Company Industries omuna de Tabia Herbal mixture abeja so Tabia Herbal Company Industries omuna de Tabia Herbal capsules so abeja so Tabia takum Tabia zanike nigina eyomun sano ejuma intimisro say malaria dia ube here ya Tabia Herbal mixture say ye bia wo sit na ye ya anasa wo yam etima eno no Tabia Herbal capsules Tabia takum eyoba woni bema edru mekira say bi oba ne bema nhyiamu na ne mabia to sin kakra eno no be here Tabia takum ene ye Tabia zanike ewo ho wo pomo akira kwan no wape edro no anasa wo pedro no dodo na no wakwa akotu aton a eno be kwa aputoja Lake Road Putuja Lake Road Honoma no akwa products nibi meantime wo pe ba kum yenu bia yusu a wo ko pharmacy and herbal shop bia ma ebema obi ato wo betumi afre Tabia Herbal Company for ewa homa trofo so number no 0243 686861 0243 686861 from ana omo ejo so na me crossover na ya bono tofa no Ruta Natural Products mesno Ruta mixture die eno ye malaria edro ye Ruta Life ewo ho eno eyi efibia ewo widie ma no ne friend detoxification enti we ya Ruta Life ne bia no so beboa na eyi efibia ewo widie ye Ruta Tonic ewo ho eno ye typhoid fever edro enti Ruta Natural Products, very natural products. Kona kopebi FDA for ajiendra ye boho dem ro habiano FDA for aje atum intimesro Ruta Natural Products, that's Ruta mixture, Ruta Life for detoxification, and a Ruta Tonic for typhoid fever. Frahuma trofo susa opedodo na bia ato anase upe bia Kwaku yusua ubetumi ato 0 ubetumi afre 0244 485-632 0244-485-632 pharmacy bia herbal shop bia mo wonsa ebeka omu enro ni ebi Kwaku ya sorry mo pick bia na say bia minority dia on flats so na ode ebewia mo pick between the pick every and I say for the minority here na yemfa bodo tofa na yempa pebwe
okay. A very quick one on Kumasi in the Ashanti region. My video be the Kumasi mayor, Honorable Ofori, Ofori Ajimai. Okay, say I think Atafwa area ho be bridge bi na nebo funu ho say light ho no medundum no abo ho ka 750,000 and na so na kronfo asa ko twa wire so something of that sort man edum me hwe no me yam hye me if the somebody can't say manfo ka ho di ho nkomo na mdwen say bia ye normal e bia propaganda bi na obi eye de tia on because Roni Beka say it was untenable. So Bedrin say we were spending 750,000. We be a whole team 750,000 no. What the cocan is getting my 7.5 billion. Billion. Sa ma 7. And now say 100 million, they were from 100 million no. Sa ma 75. 100 million, sa ma ko 75. Enti wa wonim the 100 million itimi 100 million itimi to cement bags ma ko be say 100. And na de ma kraka ho. Sa ma ko 75. Ena MC SOD and na say mayor SOD aye light, street lights. TikTok be alcohol. Sa TikTok no so dey were sympathetic towards the NDC. Were omo amudi original minister echi bi. Onso no na TikTok edi na echi. Sa dey make na say bi. Were omo a boys omudi na echi ni bia. Eno alcohol no akotwa. Onu kra na oye NDC ni bu ofu say. Sa asem say dey eti ase enye because sa light na ho no street lights no. Post ni na ye mako 13. Post no so hwe ho a Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Honorable Asenso Boachi, Omo Ayibubo ho. On sa billboard nketinketi anam de tie in hunubi. In the 2024 election, billboard mbobo ho. Meaning say the tie post no ne yin na no, ye rete no MPP type. In the car abo ho no nyina ye say mpo na light na adundum na akọbọ kama eso ya. Ebe ye tima ko du friends 750,000 na kaso bo ho ka 1 billion 100,000 crown boy meji wachini street lights mako 13 na ka chimso bo ho ka 100,000 da me ka cho say sebi we ekohwini udi akohwi udi atro but honorable MC say sa street lights na ho no obo ho ka 750 Ghana cedis 7.5 billion me fa ne say no na fom ye yem fa ne say no na fom ye enti nka honorable on sam na bontin biu no me chirim because how dey we because street lights no e bi no ane boy 1,000 Ghana Street lights are the mobile who be on the board 1,000 Ghana because they need restrictions.
But now 750 it do 1,000 Ashanti region in the lights are bono.
Me say, and now nam kurumwa esum pa chobu pa esum chobu. Now to me say what day 750,000 me say na no the phone ye. Ona bona no phone ye. Ona bo.
Ko 750,000.
Omo kanam jin say be propaganda no mo ye tia wo.
I know na yesika be ya.
Ghana cedis
internally generated the year na
say common fund ni bia.
Common fund. And on the 750,000. Now
double K minimi say bia no from the buy nti honorable tia obesa baba na be correct 7.5 billion.
The money is big.
One of the MCs, is it a Sokwa no for room? So they 200,000 so 2 borehole. 200,000 so 2 borehole. And yes, it's kind of minim say yana no from omo account. But anyone so say anyone. And say according to Auditor General's report, financial
irregularities. Yeah.
And so economy. Financial irregularities are 2024 fraud. 2024 okay departments any agencies abanyuma yimina no enema Auditor General asena wonte ase won hunu musika ne bi ono mo ayense da ho akontabuo no nkoyi papa no ni nyina ye 2 billion Ghana cedis. But under the reset aban ya omo say omo ban bi aban time na nema enkoyi corruption or njoma be reset no enne am no ka say that financial irregularities na rise ko 5.3 billion Ghana cedis, more than twice of what pertained in 2024. Na ye say aban adwuma mu no enema enkoyi wo mu no enne am no ka say ko nanim eni say e fa no say financial irregularities ne Auditor General's report and a flag those things and say corruption. Near finance the meaning say corruption adable under the NDC.
Yeah. Exactly.
Now corruption is doubled, more than doubled, not say doubled, more than doubled under NDC. Into a one dance ye be any street lighting
750,000.
So what they want your Auditor General's report in here. And one dance here be need the video MC say or they 750,000 aye lights mako 13 one topo NC ho a light ni kwa propose ni nisi order
na ya koma your ton chandeliers there you crowd the camera shop you
like nyina kai say
yapo ya do besi yapo the body is big yapo ya do ebesi abeda kwa jeni buatin medana se papa na mada wonso a woje bre ehwe dwumadie mada wase ya do esi ade akwa kofa no nsia kase ebono china ya me eya aduma ya besa de another exciting edition of the program Talk Ghana Abro Bidi ed Kwaku Kyeremanteng Nkansah keke